this whole kit will have to go to waste. I'll just throw it away like the garbage it is.
You're throwing it away? I can't just stand by and let something go to waste.
That's the spirit. Oh, and I'm happy to help you learn to apply it too.
Come on, now, don't get carried away. She played me like a fiddle.
Ja, Annette hat das richtig gut eingefädelt. Sie wollte einfach nur Ingrid schminken. Willkommen zurück zu Fire Emblem Three Houses. Hier in Commentary. Bei Commentary? Ah, was auch immer. Ich bin jedenfalls Ari und wir spielen jetzt mal weiter. Wir sind immer noch im 3. Monat, glaube ich. Jedenfalls gibt es anscheinend eine Rebellion, die die Ritter von Seiros irgendwie versuchen aufzuhalten und wir sollen mit dem Nachspiel fertig werden. Das tut unserem Aish ziemlich leid, denn er ist ja der Adoptivsohn von dem Lord, der anscheinend rebelliert. Wir wissen nicht wirklich, was los ist, aber das werden wir jetzt heute rausfinden. Denn wir werden jetzt noch die letzten 2 Wochen des Monats machen und dann uns dem Lord stellen, dem Viscount, der da rebelliert hat. Aber erstmal unterrichten wir, wie üblich, unsere Schüler. Wow, wir können nur eine Person unterrichten. Oh Gott, wir müssen öfter mit denen essen gehen und so. Ungenutztes Potenzial. Nehmen wir deine Lanze auf.
It all makes sense now.
Aha, okay. Dann reiten. Fliegen.
That was challenging.
Das war's? Wow, okay. Ja, na dann, Wochenunterricht.
Professor?
Oh, Lanzenstechen ist ein beliebter Sport in Fergus. Die Damen lieben Männer, die mit der Lanze umgehen können. Apropos, lass uns meine Künste im Reiten und mit der Lanze trainieren, ja? Das ist genau dasselbe Ziel, aber ja, was auch immer, Lanzen- und Reitfähigkeit, ja. Mercedes möchte mich sprechen. Hast du Zeit? Ja, natürlich. Für dich immer, Mercedes.
Good evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it?
So ja, so ist es.
I commend you for working so late into the evening. All of my days at the academy are enriching thanks to you. Try not to overtax yourself, all right? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out. The goddess won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know.
Aber das ist schwer.
Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say. To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you.
Warum das?
At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor. It is unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age. You're strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students.
Ehrlich gesagt fühlt sich so an, als wäre Mercedes irgendwie 1 oder 2 Jahre älter als ich. Das bringt die Verantwortung mit sich.
If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again. The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself. In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake.
Was für Fehler?
Oh, you know. I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things. Just the other day, I forgot to put on my uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my... Oh, well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was. My mind can be so scattered sometimes. Anyway, where was I? Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place. That reminds me, is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor? If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can.
Danke, das weiß ich zu schätzen.
Whatever you need, just say the word. I look forward to helping you out.
Oh.
Here's the result.
Okay. Wir machen langsam Fortschritt.
It's all coming together. It's in my grasp.
There's so much left to learn.
I'm getting much better.
Könntet ihr vielleicht mal statt Brawling irgendwie Rüstung geben? Edelgard hat Geburtstag? Nein. Du hast Verbündete, die das Mittelstufenexamen ablegen können. Oh Gott. Examen. Soldat hat er noch nicht fertig, ne? Ich meine, er kann das Examen ja schon mal ablegen. Schadet ja nichts. Wenn er es dann überhaupt schon schaffen kann. Oh, tatsächlich.
Good results.
Did you... Next. Oh, Aish. Hä? Oh, Bogen. Naja.
Oh, what a relief.
Ja. Die Tür müsste auch wechseln, wa? Zu Kämpfer.
I passed.
Vane. Auf jeden Fall auch. Oh, wir haben keine Primasäge mehr. Warte. Primasäge. Oh mein Gott, der hat nur eins. Oh, okay, er hat unbegrenzt. Machen wir, glaube ich, mal 3 oder so. Da holen wir uns mal gleich alle. Ingrid, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Soldat.
I must continue to work hard.
Yep, yep. Nett. Kann Magierin werden. Mönch, ja. Vernunft, Glaube, ja, genau.
It's all thanks to hard work.
Same hier. Gott, ich hoffe, dass die letzten Level-Ups die nicht gescrewt haben, ey.
I'm so glad
Jupp, alle bitte wechseln. Und Sylvain braucht auch noch. Ach, schon wieder keine Primasäge. I'm so sorry. Lass einfach nochmal 4 kaufen. Soldat.
Huh, okay. No big deal, really.
Oh, wow. Ich kann jetzt auch schon Mittelstufe. Ja, lass mal machen. Dieb. Seltener. Stärke und Geschwindigkeit. Ich hatte Behendigkeit. Weißt du was? Ich werde ein Dieb. Oder? Lass mich mal kurz nachgucken. Was haben die nochmal für Fähigkeiten? Also die Fähigkeit vom Söldner ist, dass basically das, was Ike früher konnte. Das können auch andere Charaktere, aber von wegen, wenn diese Einheit angegriffen wird von einem Feind, also in der gegnerischen Zugrunde, dann greift diese Einheit trotzdem als erste an, wenn sie unter 50% Leben ist. Was unglaublich gut ist. Das heißt, es ist wirklich ein Killschutz. Also das sind die Fähigkeiten, die wir bekommen, wenn wir diese Klasse mastern. Ich würde so gern eigentlich Dieb nehmen. Aber Söldner wäre eigentlich auch echt gut. Für die Fähigkeit einfach. Die Fähigkeit vom Dieb ist, können ein Item von einem Gegner stehlen, wenn wir mehr Speed haben als er. Aber allein für die Endfähigkeit, will ich Söldner haben. Die ist so gut. Obwohl ich sonst eigentlich wirklich Dieb genommen hätte. Aber wir versuchen es jetzt mal mit Söldner. Wir haben nur 67% Wahrscheinlichkeit, dass es klappt. Es hat geklappt, okay. Unser Waffenverständnis war noch nicht hoch genug, aber es ist ein Versuch wert.
A new path to tread.
Was wir vorher waren, Myrmidon. Myrmidon möchten wir aber noch ein bisschen behalten. Weil wenn wir Myrmidon nämlich wachsen, kriegen wir einfach mal 3 Speed dauerhaft. Und können Position wechseln. Aber es ist gut, dass wir auf jeden Fall das andere auch haben. Erkunden wollen wir heute eigentlich nicht. Obwohl, wir könnten vielleicht Lindsay ja schon... Wollen wir angeln? Ja, wir brauchen auf jeden Fall nicht mehr kämpfen, also... Seminar? Ja, natürlich auch was. Nee, weißt du was? Obwohl es voll useless ist, gehen wir nochmal erkunden. Aber nur ganz kurz. Und zwar will ich nämlich wissen, wo Lindsay ist. Und sie fragen, ob sie mir beitritt. Oh, Unterstützung haben wir jetzt auch. Oh mein Gott, ich kann mit ihm reden, wa?
Your Highness, the hour is late. May I ask where it is you're going?
I'm off to the library for a bit of research before I train. After that, a bath and bed.
Very well. I shall accompany you.
No. There's no need for that. I am a grown man, after all.
You sustained an injury during yesterday's training. My presence may be of use to you.
It was a mere bruise that will heal in no time. No need to fret over me, Dedu.
Are you dissatisfied with me, Your Highness? Please do not
Oh,
hesitate
God.
to correct me.
And there it is again.
Yes? What is it?
Well, you often choose to address me as Your Highness. When we first met, you used to call me by my name.
That was because I was unfamiliar with Fodlan's speech. Thinking back, such rude manners were inexcusable.
To be honest, I much preferred it. I feel more comfortable being addressed by my name, rather than with the honorifics that go along with being a prince.
Aww.
But
I did not teach you to read and write so that you know how to address me properly. And I brought you to the academy as my friend, not a vassal.
But Your Highness, a vassal is precisely what I am.
So much has happened since we met, yet we cannot seem to bridge this gap. So be it. I give you leave to return to your quarters. Take an early night and reflect on what I've said. Please.
I couldn't possibly. I said I would accompany you, did I not?
True, but I would much prefer that we take steps to ease this mindset of yours.
Oh. Okay, lass noch ein paar andere angucken. Was hat Dimitri noch so? Ingrid.
Thank you for sparring with me, Your Highness. It seems despite how hard I've worked, I'm still no match for you.
Oh, there's no need for such humility. Thanks to all of your hard work, you're improving rapidly.
If you're going to praise me, it should at least be after I've won a match against you.
You know, Ingrid, I may be the victor when we cross spears on foot like this. But on horseback, your handling of a lance is far superior. Can't I be allowed to have my own area of expertise?
No, I cannot allow that. It's my duty to get stronger, to fight with all I have in defense of the kingdom and its people.
Such high stakes. By the way, where did you learn that fierce jab of yours? I'm pretty sure the only other person I've seen perform that move is Glenn.
So you recognized it. Yes, he shared much with me.
I thought as much. I never imagined I would be on the receiving end of one of his techniques again. Glenn and I once studied under the same instructor. I've sparred with him more times than I can count.
Ah, yes. He was never short on praise for you. Lord Dimitri is incredible. Such skill. There's no way I'll ever outmatch him. Things of that sort.
Well now, he never said any of that to me.
Well, he was Felix's brother. That family's not big on displays of affection.
That is true. We spent about as much time arguing as we did training. I can't believe it's been 4 years since the tragedy of Dusker.
Oh.
Since we lost Glenn, along with so many others.
So it has. Time moves quickly. Things have changed so much. Despite the sorrow,
Die werden sich noch
I
weiter
intend to
verändern.
become a powerful knight. A knight like yourself. And like Glenn. I will do so for the sake of my homeland, the holy kingdom of Fargus, and for all who have died protecting it. To that end, I hope you will spar with me again in the future, Your Highness.
It would be my pleasure. After all, I value our trading sessions as much as you do.
Oh. Okay, als nächstes ich. Oh, did you?
At this time of year, the fish are fat. Simply grilling them will bring out their best flavor. Steaming them with herbs is delicious too.
Wow, you know a lot about this. I'm learning so much from you to do.
That's so
Were
cute.
you a cook at the castle in Ferdiad?
No.
Did your family own an eatery of some kind?
No. My sister and I helped with cooking at home.
Wow, that's all? I thought I was confident about my skills, but next to you, I feel like an amateur. Hey, could you give me some advice about other kinds of meat besides fish?
Ash,
Yes to do?
why do you spend time with me?
We're friends, right?
Ihm ist es egal, dass du halt diskriminiert bist, oder eher im Gegenteil. Er findet dich halt als eine tolle Person und deswegen hängt er mit dir rum, weil er es halt scheiße findet von Leuten, die dich diskriminieren, nur weil du aus einer bestimmten Region kommst. Ash is just a good guy.
I just want to get to know you better. Is that so odd?
I am from Dusker.
So, look at me. I came from a life of poverty. I was lucky to even be let in here to study with all these high-class people. I think we have a lot in common.
Being poor and being from Dusker are two different things.
Oh, I know. But we can still be friends, can't we?
Mhm.
You are a peculiar person.
So I'm told.
Nice. No. Da man ja erst am Ende heiratet, könnte ich theoretisch einfach speichern und mehrere Enden zeigen. Mal gucken, vielleicht mache ich das. Je nachdem, wen ich alles auf S kriege. Aber ich denke, ich werde viele auf S kriegen. Vielleicht können wir sie einfach alle haben. Okay. Achso, Age waren wir gerade. Sylvain.
Wow, Ash, training again? You're taking this whole night thing pretty seriously.
It's just my daily training. Maybe you could stand to be a little more eager yourself? If I want to be a great knight, I've got no choice but to put the effort in.
No choice. I think you're making life too difficult. Knights don't have to be perfect. All I'm saying is, I've seen some pretty sloppy knights out there.
That's not going to be me. I'm going to be a proud knight, virtuous and gallant.
Virtuous and gallant? Are you kidding me? If you just ride around being virtuous, people will get fed up. They'll boot you out of town.
It's never wrong to have virtue, not even if it means being made an outcast.
Interesting idea. You think very highly of this whole virtue thing. Say, have there been any knights who became great just by thinking highly of themselves? Think on this. Knights are supposed to protect people and earn their admiration. Isn't that right?
Well, yes. So what are you saying I should do?
Seize people's hearts!
What do you mean?
You want people to love you? Offer them something they haven't got. Guess what that is? It's you, Ash. They don't have you. Get out there, buddy. Be valiant. Help people. Here, I'll show you how it works.
Sylvain, don't go bothering people.
Hey there, cutie. You seem to have lots of bags there. They must be heavy. My name's Sylvain. Let me help you out. Are these going in the warehouse?
Helping out those in need, I guess that's a good start.
No thanks necessary. It's been enough just to be able to talk to you. Well, if you insist. How about we go get some tea? It must be fate that we met like this. I'd like to get to know you.
Great night, huh? More like a great philanderer.
Ja.
Seems like all he wants to do is flirt with women. No, I can't allow this. I have to stop him.
Tja, ja. Okay, Mercedes und Annette. Fangen wir mit der Mercedes an.
Oh no, this isn't right. Now what am I supposed to do?
What's the matter, Mercedes?
accidentally made this food much sweeter than I wanted.
Let me taste it. Yeah, a little sweet. What if we try adding a few spices?
Huh? This is delicious! You're an amazing cook, Ash!
My dad used to own a restaurant. I helped out a lot around the kitchen, even as a little kid.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility to take on at an early age. No wonder you always work so hard. I might learn something if I watch you cook.
Well, no promises. I just have a little bit of experience, that's all. But look at you, you're great at baking cakes.
It's true that I'm quite good at baking, but I'm not the best when it comes to seasoning.
So viel
Maybe it's
kochen
because
und
I
backen
don't
hier.
like spicy food. It's tough to make food taste good when you don't enjoy it. I just had an idea. If the reason I can't cook spicy food is because I don't like it, then all I have to do is eat some spicy food. If I learn to like it, then I'll be better at making it, right?
I don't know,
glaub
maybe.
schon.
What makes you say that?
No, none of that matters. Once I've made a decision, I have to go with it. I'll make something spicy right away.
Oh, this won't end well. If I leave her to it, she'll make an even bigger mess.
Hey Ash, which seasonings should I use? These ones?
Uh-oh.
Hold on, Mercedes. Let me show you.
Oh no.
That one goes best with meat, but for stir fry, what you really want is this.
Oh, I ship it. But I would ship Ash with anyone, so.
Oh, Ash, are you here to study too?
I am. It's quiet here. Easier to concentrate.
It really is. Hey, would you like to study together? We can help each other out if we get stuck.
Oh, yes. We'll get a lot more done working
Ah, die beiden
together.
zusammen sind bestimmt auch toll. Fernkampfduo.
What's the matter, Ash?
This question's got me stumped. A ballista inside a castle is ready to fire at enemies outside. What angle should be used for the shot? Assume the ballista is the same as those in Garreg Mach. Ignore the effects of wind. This is for defensive strategy, isn't it? Why is it so complicated? Don't you just aim and fire?
Das ist Mathe. Oh.
It may help to focus on maximizing target accuracy to reduce your miss rate.
Oh, er ist
To
doch ein Bogi.
start, let's sort out the setup. Let's see. Using these ballista specifications.
Also er macht es eher aus dem Gefühl und sie ist eher so der Mathematiker.
If the ballistic whirls follow this trajectory, they'll hit the enemy lines, right?
Oh, that makes sense. Because the enemy line will be here.
That's it! Okay, now try using that same technique and applying it to this other problem.
If the walls are this high and the enemy lines are at that distance... Oh, I think I see!
I knew you'd get it.
Wow, I didn't expect math of all things to be useful in a siege. This is tough. Numbers are not my strong suit.
Oh.
But this really is the sort of thing you have to know if you want to command troops.
That's true, but not everyone is good with numbers. That's why we have tacticians do these calculations for us, or prepare them before we go to battle. A century ago, the Empire's mathematicians played a huge role in the Battle of the Wall of Fodlan.
I had no idea. Hey, you really know what you're doing, Annette.
You think so?
Mhm.
Definitely. You've obviously done a lot of studying. I really admire that.
I suppose I have. Studying is a necessity if you want the advantage over your enemies. But necessity aside, it's nice to hear you say that.
Oh. Ach, die würden auch gut zusammen funktionieren. Okay, Sylvain. Und die Mädels, probably? Ja. Erst mit der Judo.
To-do, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. Looks like you're pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah?
Yes.
Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook. I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain.
Ich weiß, like, am Anfang sind alle so, like, oh mein Gott, Sylvain ist so ein Schürzenjäger und so. Aber es gibt einen Grund dahinter und da werden wir auch noch hinkommen, wenn wir Sylvain weitermachen, seine Support Conversations. Er macht das nicht grundlos. Er ist nicht einfach nur irgend so ein Casanova.
Yeah?
You are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Dusker. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who I want. Besides, I believe the Dusker people are innocent.
You do?
Fargus and Dusker have been friendly since, heck, forever. So why would our old friends from Dusker just up and assassinate our king? It doesn't make sense. Sure, there are probably folks from Dusker who don't like Fargus. But do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king and his whole company of elite guards?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy in skill and number.
Right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Dusker conspiring with someone else who had plans to dethrone the king. Maybe they were even lured into participating and used as scapegoats.
Oh.
Regardless, it doesn't concern you or the rest of your people. A person can't be judged by the worst of their kind. Or where would any of us be? Besides, people like to talk about me anyway, so let them talk. Okay, you're making a weird face. What did I say?
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression you only cared about women.
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that misunderstanding. But really, there's no way I'm the only person who figured all that out. There must be people who think like me in Ferdiad, including His Highness.
Agreed. But whatever the truth, we are still perceived as traitorous assassins.
Once a misunderstanding takes hold, it isn't easy to clear the air. Not without solid evidence of the truth. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, those negative sentiments wouldn't disappear overnight. The only thing that can change that is time and effort. Depressing, isn't it?
Time?
Man, that got serious. Shouldn't we lighten things up with a nice cooking lesson?
Very well.
Oh, die Freundschaft gefällt mir, glaube ich, bisher am besten. Ich muss die öfter zusammenstellen, das ist voll toll. Machen wir noch die Dues zu Ende. Ah, wir haben gerade Sylvains angefangen, ne? Okay, dann halt Sylvain.
Mercedes, you look divine as always. Are you off to pray?
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Well, because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, Oh, praying! forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right. And I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes,
Aw.
see you.
Die könnten tatsächlich Freunde werden. Voll süß.
House Bartels wanted a crest and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
Armer Sylvain. Das ist auch noch so ein Thema, was wir anschneiden werden mit ihm. Aber erstmal Annette.
Hey, Annette. Hitting the magic books again? Has anyone ever told you that you're pretty cute when you're studying?
Sorry, Sylvain, but I'm trying to think right now. Could you keep quiet for a bit?
How can you stay focused reading a book that thick? With such small print? Is some of that text upside down?
If I use the formula in this line here, the magical energy should... No, that's not right.
You're even cuter when you're working through a difficult problem.
Sylvain, I'm serious. Please be quiet.
Welche
Hang
Motivation
on.
könnte ich mal
Look at the
gebrauchen?
third line. You've got the formula wrong.
I said the... Oh, you're right. How did you know that?
Well, I mean, it's written right there.
Most people wouldn't be able to grasp this formula just by glancing at it. Have you read this book before?
Nope, this is the first time. Okay, now that I look at it... Wow, this book makes things way more complicated than they need to be.
And what's your take on this part here?
It's just describing another application for the same formula. Ha! This is pretty easy.
You know, you're actually kind of amazing. I've been studying magic for a while now, but even I have trouble with this stuff. You act like all you do is mess around, but are you actually working really hard in secret?
Nah, hanging out with girls is way more fun. I guess I just picked this stuff up somewhere. Life is short, Annette. If you waste it working hard, it'll be over before you know it. Get out in the world. Have some fun.
That's easy for you to say. You're strong and smart without even trying. It's not fair.
Oh, jetzt hat er sich traurig
I'm
gemacht.
sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I was just thinking you're pretty cute when you're sulking. You know that?
What is wrong with you?
Hey, I just got lucky with that stuff in the book. I'd normally never be able to outsmart you. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and leave you to it.
Got lucky, huh? I'm not so sure about that. Well, that does it. It might be tough, but I won't accept second place. Let's go, me. I can do this. I'm gonna finish this whole book before sundown.
Oh wow. So, und dann haben wir noch... Dudu, machen wir mal fertig.
Dear Goddess, please protect us.
Mercedes.
Oh, Dudu. Was there something you needed?
His Highness sent me to collect you.
I see. I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm almost finished here.
You were praying.
I was. Praying for everyone's safety. And praying for good desserts tonight. And that my next exam goes well.
The Fodlan goddess will accept prayers of any sort.
It's true. I've thought the same thing myself. That reminds me, Dudu. Weren't you born in Dusker?
Yes.
Do the people of Dusker pray to the goddess too?
Dusker had a very different view of religion.
Oh?
In Dusker, there were many gods. The sky had a god. The earth had a god. We made offerings to the war god for victory in battle. Held feasts for the sea god to calm the waves.
So your people prayed to different gods depending on what they needed?
Correct.
Your beliefs sound so different from ours. Tell me more.
Why? Dusker is a ruin.
Dusker may be gone, but you're still here. Would you tell me more about it the next time we meet?
Oh.
If you insist.
Really? That would be great. I'm looking forward to hearing more soon.
Dusker is gone, that I'm still here. Are you injured?
No.
Good.
I'd have cut my way through, alone, without your assistance.
My apologies.
Your apologies are empty. I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry, Dedu. His Highness has put his faith in you. You're a valuable comrade, no matter my feelings. The people of Dusker...
Save your breath. There were countless people like you in the capital. People who spat, threw things, insults and stones alike, whenever they pleased. Their anger was natural. I do not begrudge them.
He's such a good person.
I see.
You owe me no apology, and I will keep my distance on all other occasions. But on the field of battle, allow me to aid you. If you were to fall, His Highness would grieve.
I see.
God, er ist so ein toller
Then I
Mensch.
will accept your help. On the battlefield.
Ach komm schon, Ingrid. Massive Minuspunkte für sie. Annette zeigt, wie es richtig geht. Come on. Oh. Ist wieder was explodiert bei ihr?
No, please tell me that wasn't the pan.
What was that noise?
Dedu! Well, as you can see, the pan kind of exploded. Just a little.
How did you manage that?
I looked away for a moment and the pan just went boom! Ugh, I'm grateful nothing caught fire, but now the kitchen is a mess.
Are you hurt?
Oh, no, I just got a little spooked. I really lucked out, didn't I? That could have turned out much worse.
Ja.
Indeed. But do not turn your back next time. Your life could depend on it.
Right, sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
Let me help you.
Huh?
I will help you clean up.
No, I can't let you do that. This is all my fault. You shouldn't have to help me.
I have time. Let
Und
us
er ist ein
fix this
guter Mensch.
quickly. We will need to prepare more food before the others arrive at the dining hall.
Oh, you're right. So, after we clean up, you're also gonna help me cook?
You object?
Of course not. I'm just so sorry to bother you with this.
Yes, there you go, Annette. That's the spirit. Okay, jetzt... Oh mein Gott, es sind so viele mehr. Also es sind, glaube ich, nicht mehr viele. Hoffe ich. Ach, nur 2, glaube ich, dann.
That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy?
It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place.
You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
That's... Oh, fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour. This actually reminds me of going to school in Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
Dass ihr immer noch Freunde
Me
seid?
and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
Süß.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
Is something wrong? You sound worried.
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened.
Oh, es wird noch
We've
viel
had
mehr
to make
passieren.
new lives for ourselves, and We've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
We'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh, Mercy. I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
Ja,
Right. Run, Mercy!
sonst kriegt ihr
Wait for
nachsetzen.
me, Annie. You know I'm not as fast as you.
Nachsitzen für alle. Und jetzt noch eine, ne? Yep.
Hello, Ingrid. Can I have just a teeny tiny moment of your time?
Sure, I can spare a moment or two.
I was wondering, do you have any interest in fashion and makeup and stuff like that?
I haven't the time to bother with such frivolities. As long as basic hygiene is being met, then I'm happy.
Oh, but you're missing out on something so fun. I mean, it's not like you need it, of course. You've got beautiful bone structure, lovely hair, long legs, but aren't you interested in trying something
Bei
new?
Mercedes wollte sie es.
Well, thank you. I suppose I do find it all somewhat intriguing. But my time is precious to me, and my focus is on knighthood. Taking time to paint my face simply isn't a top priority.
Sure, but imagine if you could combine the two and become the most fabulous knight ever. Okay, maybe I'm taking it too far. I know knights don't necessarily need a ton of makeup or things like that for the job. I'm just saying, I really think you'd enjoy it if you opened your mind to it. All I'm talking about is a light touch. I can see it now. Your gorgeous face done up with a delicate application of makeup. The fabulous knight who everyone looks up to and wants to be.
Well, maybe? I guess. That does sound mostly harmless.
Hooray! Okay, we don't have a moment to lose. Here, take this makeup kit, play around with the colors, and see what speaks to you.
Oh.
Now, wait just a...
I actually got that little kit as a gift the other day, and I wasn't sure what to do with it because I already have that one. It's a limited palette, but I think it fits the look you're going for perfectly.
I actually never agreed to start putting that stuff on my face, Annette.
What? Oh, well then, I guess this whole kit will have to go to waste. I'll just throw it away like the garbage it is.
You're throwing it away? I can't just stand by and let something go to waste. Okay. Alright. Thank you. We can do this.
That's the spirit! Oh, and I'm happy to help you learn to apply it too. Come on, let's go to my room. I have some brush techniques to show you before you get started.
Now, don't get carried away.
Annette wollte.
She played me like a fiddle.
Ja, Annette hat das richtig gut eingefädelt. Sie wollte einfach nur Ingrid schminken. So, jetzt sind wir endlich durch. Gucken, ob sie jetzt beitreten kann.
Monastery grounds are far too spread out. Feels like it takes hours to get from one area to another. And no, that's not because I'm getting lost. I'm a fully capable, mature person who never gets lost.
Mhm.
Yes?
Willst du uns beitreten?
I'm actually very busy right now.
Ach, wirklich? Okay. Goldener Apfel. Diesmal leuchtet das ja richtig golden. Dang it. Okay, kann ich irgendwo Köder da kaufen? Irgendwo ging das doch, oder können wir das noch nicht? Oh, ach ja, Anna.
Hey, Professor. How's it going? I'd love to catch... Hey, Professor. Fancy meeting you here. I've got a business, I mean, I've got something I want to chat with you about. I know you're busy with a lot of things, but I was wondering if I might be able to join you. Heck, I won't even charge you for my aid. What say you? It's a killer deal.
Ja.
Thank you. Now I'll have plenty of time to get to know my clients better. A merchant needs to know the inner workings of everyone they come in contact with. Helps with the making of the monies, you know.
So, und damit haben wir unseren Thief. Ehrlich gesagt weiß ich nicht, wie gut Anna ist, aber ich würde mal behaupten, sie ist wahrscheinlich ziemlich gut. Oh, hey! Das... Oh, nein, doch nicht. Ingrid und Felix werden wahrscheinlich dann gut.
That looks appetizing.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Yes, Motivation gestiegen. Ach ja, und gucken wir, was ein Kummerkosten ist. Oh, ein Zettel, okay. Derzeit gibt es viele Verzweifelte im Kaiserreich. Ich finde, es ist Zeit für eine Veränderung. Vielleicht brauchen wir einen neuen Kaiser. Oh, wenn man die Silhouette anguckt, ist das Ferdinand und come on. Er redet von einem Kaiser. Ferdinand meint sich selbst. Das kann niemand besser als du, Ferdinand. Okay, das ist abgearbeitet. Jetzt haben wir immer noch 2 Punkte. Das heißt, haben wir ja schon. Kochen mit Leuten? Kann ich vorher nachgucken, was Einheiten, wie viel Motivation die gerade haben? Ach, guck mal. Bei Einheiten stehen jetzt mehr Leute rum. Hinten ist noch, ach, jetzt ist Anna auch da und so. Ganz ehrlich, eigentlich habe ich Lust, das Outfit zu ändern. Warum kommt mir das hier so bekannt vor? Ach so, Akademieuniform. Ach, das ist die ohne. Okay, deswegen kommt mir das bekannt vor. Es sieht so ein bisschen aus wie das, was die anderen Schüler tragen, ne? Ich habe irgendwie Lust auf das hier. Oder Sothis. Aber das ist ein bisschen zu viel, glaube ich. Lass mal das hier tragen. Oder will ich das auch mal im Kampf tragen? Einfach nur, weil ich es kann. Warte, habe ich es jetzt geändert? Ja. Cool. Oh, ich bin so hübsch, ich bin so hübsch. Früher ging das nicht. Aber ich finde es toll, dass sie es reingemacht haben. Also die Charaktere, die kochen mögen, sind Ace, Dew, Bernadetta. Ah, ich kann nur mit einer Person kochen. Okay. Dann gehe ich doch vielleicht lieber zum Chor. Annette. Okay. Und vielleicht Sylvain? Ein bisschen zurück. Dew. Aish. Und wer könnte dann mit Annette sich gut vertragen? Aish eigentlich, wa? Oh, keine. War schon süß.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
Am I doing all right? I hope I'm not too off.
Yes! Dozentenrang erhöht. Cool. Können wir noch mal was essen? Mit anderen Leuten? Ah, Speisekarte, okay. Ach, dann muss ich das bezahlen, okay. Mal sehen. Ist Linthithia irgendwo? Ah. Sie und... Wen wollen wir noch haben? Eigentlich Linthard oder so wäre gut. Bilder sind zu klein. Ah. Nee, Ah, okay, ist ja nicht mal angezeigt. Oh mein Gott, okay. Cynthia und... Ach, wir nehmen einfach Bernadette damit. So.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Okay, dafür haben wir keine Autorität bekommen. Ah, yes. Das habe ich ganz vergessen. Ne. Oh. Oh, da ist jemand, mit dem ich reden kann. Ja. Klar bin ich für dich zu sprechen, Annette.
Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment?
Natürlich.
Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me?
Mhm.
Great, thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay, I finally get it! You really are a great teacher.
Gerne wieder. Obwohl, weißt du was? Das meiste davon war dein eigener Verdienst.
No way, I couldn't have done it without you. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and, well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training.
Beanstreng dich aber nicht.
That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. Know what I mean?
Ja. Das kenne ich.
Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Mercy never sets foot outside her room on her days off. I don't get that girl sometimes. Not to mention... Oh wait. Oh no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today! I completely forgot!
Oh shit.
Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks
Yep,
again for your
never
help! Ah! Who put this stupid barrel here?
Oh je, Emine. Oh, hä? Warum haben die jetzt noch eine Unterhaltung?
Felix, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Time for a tactics lecture. You'll be there, won't you?
Those things are such a waste of time.
Nonsense. You're going to be there.
Must I?
Why is this such a chore? You went last time. Though you did all you could to disrupt things, as I recall. Brazenly rambling on about clear-cutting a nearby forest to secure a marching route. And attacking an enemy base, stealing their horses. You were incredibly disruptive, and even rude.
I was offering my honest opinion.
Then, you left before we were finished. What do you suppose happened after that?
I have no idea.
Well, the conversation got quite lively. We all began breaking down the viability of your somewhat maniacal plan. And apparently, similar tactics have been used to turn the tides of historic battles.
That may be an exaggeration. Successful armies must be able to handle unexpected situations. That starts with weapon mastery and creative tactics.
If you didn't have so much battlefield experience, you wouldn't be capable of such unique strategies. Which is why we need people like you. People who think creatively to lead the army.
Now you're just massaging my ego.
When have you ever minded? We need you there. Just come on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Okay, ich fürchte aber, ich muss jetzt erstmal aufhören. Es hat jetzt mit den ganzen Unterstützungen so lange gedauert, dass wir es gar nicht mehr schaffen zu kämpfen. Das hat mir viel Spaß gemacht. Ich hoffe, es hat euch auch Spaß gemacht. Und wir sehen uns dann in der nächsten Episode, wo wir endlich diesen Monat zu Ende bringen. Wir sehen uns dann in der nächsten Episode. Bye!